listening to Jish, Learn English podcast. Slow down, tune in, and let real English become a part of your life while growing your confidence. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jish, Learn English podcast. My name is Shaelyn.
And I'm Jivaan. By the way, Shaelyn, I saw you walking into the room earlier, and you were looking so happy. Is there a special reason for that?
Well, you're right. I'm feeling good today. But you know what, Jivaan? I'm just excited about this episode because we're diving into something that touches every single one of us, our daily routines.
Yes, we're going to have an engaging conversation about our daily routines and how talking about them in English can be so fun and practical. It's something everyone can relate to. From the moment we wake up to our work, meals, exercise, and winding down at night, our routines shape our day.
And daily routines create a rhythm in our lives, one that keeps us moving and often helps us feel more focused and less overwhelmed.
That's absolutely true. What's really interesting is that everyone's routine looks a little different. Some begin their day with a jog, some with meditation, and others with just a strong cup of coffee. But when we look closely, routines are simply made up of the small things we do consistently, day after day.
Exactly. And in today's episode, we'll be sharing our personal daily routines, from morning to evening, so you can hear real examples and hopefully relate them to your own life. We'll also explore how having a routine can help you feel more balanced, give you a sense of control, and even improve your overall well-being.
Plus, we have someone special joining us today.
Yes, please welcome our friend and co-host, Elena.
Hey everyone, I'm super excited to be part of today's episode. While Shaelyn and Jivaan walk you through their routines, I'll be jumping in after each section to share useful vocabulary, common collocations, and simple expressions that you can use when talking about your own routine.
All right, let's start the day together. Shaelyn, what does your morning look like?
I usually wake up around 6:30. I don't jump out of bed right away. I just lie in for a few minutes, stretch out a little, and let my mind wake up.
Yeah, same here. I like to take it slow. I scroll through my phone for a bit and try to gather my thoughts before I get up.
Once I get out of bed, I head to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and sometimes even smile at myself in the mirror, just to start the day on a positive note.
That's a really nice habit. I do the same. Brush my teeth, splash cold water on my face. It helps me feel fresh and wide awake.
After that, I make my bed. It takes just a minute, but it makes my whole room feel tidy, and I feel more ready to take on the day.
Absolutely. Then I head to the kitchen, drink a glass of warm water, and whip up a quick breakfast. Usually toast, eggs, or something simple.
For me, breakfast is the best part. I usually go for oatmeal or some fresh fruit. It's light but filling.
Once I finish up breakfast, I like to sit down for a few quiet minutes. I might read a little or just breathe and enjoy the calm. It really helps me ease into the day.
Exactly. That little bit of stillness helps me get in the right mindset before things get busy.
So yeah, that's pretty much what our morning routines look like. Now, let's pass it over to Elena, who's going to walk you through some of the words and phrases we used.
Thanks, Jivaan. Now, let's break down some useful phrases from your and Shaelyn's morning routines. First, we have wake up. This is a basic phrase meaning to stop sleeping and become awake. Jivaan said, I usually wake up around 6:30. So it's the very first thing you do when you start your day. Next, stretch. This means to move your body, often after waking up, to help your muscles feel less stiff. Shaelyn mentioned, I like to stretch out a little while still in bed before I actually get up. Stretching is a great way to start the day gently. Get out of bed means to physically leave your bed. Jivaan said, "After I get out of bed, I head to the bathroom." This is something you do when you're ready to start moving after waking up. Now, let's talk about get up. This is very similar to get out of bed, but it's more about the action of standing up. Shaelyn said, "I don't jump out of bed right away. It's just getting up from where you were lying." Then we have head to the bathroom. This means to go to the bathroom. Jivaan mentioned, "After I get out of bed, I head to the bathroom to brush my teeth." It's just a simple way to say you're going to the bathroom. Splash means to throw or put water on your face quickly. Jivaan said, "I splash cold water on my face to wake up properly." It's a common action people do to feel more awake. Next, make my bed means to arrange the blankets and pillows neatly after getting up. Shaelyn said, "I always make my bed to tidy up. It's a small task that helps make your room look clean." Tidy means to make something clean or organized. Shaelyn said, "Making my bed helps me feel more in control." So, she uses tidy to explain how making her bed helps organize her space. Whip up a quick breakfast means to make breakfast quickly. Jivaan said, "I whip up a quick breakfast. Toast, eggs, something light." This phrase is perfect for talking about preparing simple meals in a short time. Lastly, sit down means to take a seat. Shaelyn mentioned, "After breakfast, I sit down for a few minutes to enjoy my coffee." It's something you do when you take a break or need a rest. All right, that's all. Now I'll hand it back to Shaelyn. Take it away, Shaelyn.
Thanks, Elena. Now that we've covered our mornings, let's talk about what the afternoon looks like for us. My afternoon routine is pretty straightforward. I usually grab some lunch and then get back to work. I stay focused on tasks for most of the afternoon. On weekends, though, I sometimes take a break to watch a movie or get into something creative.
Same here. During the week, I'm usually caught up in finishing projects at the office, so I mostly stick to my desk all afternoon. It's only on weekends that I slow things down a little.
All right, let's quickly cover our evening routine too before handing it over to Elena. She'll have even more helpful expressions and phrases to walk you through. So, when I get back home in the evening, I usually take a quick shower to freshen up. It really helps me relax after being out all day.
Same here. I like to wash up as soon as I walk through the door. It's a simple way to reset after a long day. After that, I usually have a light evening snack, like some fruit or nuts.
I try not to eat anything heavy either. Just a small bite to keep me going until dinner. And if my little nephew is around, I usually spend some time playing with him. It's always fun and kind of lifts my mood.
Oh, that sounds sweet. I usually take my dog out for a short walk in the evening. It's a nice break and gives me a chance to clear my head.
That's lovely. And after playing with my nephew, I usually check if there's any leftover work or anything I forgot during the day.
Same here. And once I wrap things up, I like to wind down by reading a little or watching something light. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, and sometimes I just journal or tidy up my room a bit. Small things like that make me feel more settled before bed.
Totally. That peaceful bit at the end of the day really makes a difference.
All right, that's pretty much how our evenings usually go. Now it's time to pass things over to Elena. She's going to walk you through some of the useful words and phrases we just used.
Thank you, Shaelyn. Let's get right into it. Here are some helpful words, phrasal verbs, and collocations from that section to boost your everyday English. Have lunch. This simply means to eat lunch. Like Shaelyn said, my afternoon routine is usually just lunch and doing work. Catch up on work. This means to do work you haven't finished yet. Like Jivaan said, I'm usually busy finishing up some projects at the office. Take a break. means to stop working for a short time to rest. Used when they talk about relaxing with movies or creative activities on weekends. Wind down. This means to relax and slowly end the day. Going for a walk or playing with family helps them wind down. Take a shower, a daily activity, especially after getting home. They both mention taking a shower in the evening to feel fresh again. Light snacks. This means eating something small, not a full meal. They mentioned having a light evening snack. Go for a walk. Common evening habit for relaxing or exercising. Jivaan said, I go for an evening walk with my dog. These words and expressions are great for describing daily habits in a simple and natural way. Try to use one or two of them when you talk about your own routine. Now, I'll hand it back to Shaelyn to take us forward.
Thanks, Elena. That was awesome. Now, before we wrap up, let's dive into why sticking to a routine really matters. Not just for your day, but for your long-term well-being.
Absolutely. When you have a routine, it's not about rigidly checking off tasks. It's about creating a structure that works for you. A routine helps reduce decision fatigue, so you can focus on more important things. Plus, it helps you stay in control and balanced, especially on chaotic days.
Exactly. And routines don't have to be boring or monotonous. In fact, having a set routine for your day can actually boost your energy and productivity because you know exactly what comes next. And when you mix in activities that you enjoy, like a quick walk or even 10 minutes of a hobby, it makes your day feel more fulfilling.
Totally. Take English learning, for example. You don't have to study for hours to make progress. If you dedicate just 10 minutes a day, it really adds up. Over a few months, you'll notice improvements in your vocabulary, fluency, and confidence. The key is consistency.
That's a great point, Jivaan. Even small efforts, like practicing vocabulary or listening to a short podcast, can make a big difference. And if you feel your routine is starting to feel dull, switch it up. Try new activities or change the time of day you do something. That keeps your mind engaged and excited to follow through.
Yes, and when you create a routine that you enjoy, it becomes something you look forward to instead of something you have to do. So whether it's learning English or taking a walk in the evening, find ways to keep it fresh and fun.
So here's a little challenge for you. Think about your own daily routine and see how you can make it more enjoyable. Use the phrases and tips from today to reflect on how you structure your time and even how you can make learning English a part of that routine.
And if you're ready to make some changes or want more ideas, remember, we're here to help you stay motivated. Subscribe us for more tips, share this episode with your friends, and keep pushing forward, no matter how small the steps are.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time with more ways to make your day and your English better. Take care. Goodbye for now.